Hello, this is Trevor. Today we're working on an authentication vulnerability in PortSwigger's Web Security Academy. This time it is username enumeration via subtly different responses. This lab is subtly vulnerable to username enumeration password brute force attacks. It has an account with a predictable username and password, and then we have the lists. We need to figure out which username, brute force password, and then access their account page. Sweet. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing. I'd appreciate that. And if you remember, we already kind of built out the framework for brute forcing in one of the earlier challenges. So we're going to use that here. Let me start the script. So Python utils create script and then paste that. Let that run, and then we will take a look at what we need to do. I'm just going to paste that and run it just so we have it. Okay. Let's go here and try to log in with an account that does not exist. Blah, blah. Invalid username or password. Let's go proxy, HTTP history, post login. It came back pretty fast. Let's look at, because I don't know exactly what it is. I mean, I could guess, but I don't think that's good. So probably here. How to secure. We want exploit. How to secure. Probably want this one. Yeah, this is it. Username. Okay, so a status code. We don't have that. Error message and response times is what they talk about. So status codes is out, right? Because we get a 200. Oh, we might. Well, we could probably do 302. I mean, if we got a. But no. Because we're trying to get the username right now. All right, so maybe not. Error message, no. Response time, it's got to be this one, right? Well, no, because that one's. So, status code. Wonder why. So we're just blindly guessing. All right, let's start the script and blindly guess, I guess. Them username enumeration via subtly different. Yeah. All right. And what I want to do to blindly guess this, I want to go to authentication, and I want to go open up that first one we did, which was this one. I'm going to do that, this. Except for when I enumerate users, I'm going to subclass this. So we've got authentication now. I want to import it from utils dot authentication import authentication. And then here I'm going to subclass that. So my auth, that's what I'm going to call it. So class my auth authentication. And then I'm going to call super or def init self super dot init, and then probably need, do I need self there? No, I don't know. No, but I need the URL no proxy, number of threads, and we'll do the whole stuff. So let me just copy it, and then I'll show you why I'm doing it this way. Okay, so the reason why I decided I was going to subclass this is because I want to modify the enumerate users when I may want to modify this. So the check or the is valid, this is what I want to do. I want to modify this. I'm gonna still subclass it. So if invalid string now is valid, I want to do log.debug resp.status code. Let's see if it changes. So I'm just going to return false for all of them. And I'm just going to go through them for now like that. So let's do log, yeah, just like that. Let's run it via sub, and then I can just Control C, arrow up. That's why I did that, as a matter of fact. And let's see what happens here. Oh, we didn't run -D. Oh, we did. Crap. What's going on? Why didn't it? Oh, because I'm an idiot. Sorry. Change word. My auth. Okay. Scripter. So I did something. I must need self here. Super object. What did I do wrong? Def. The scripter init requires a super object, but received a my auth. I must. Let me look this up. Go to 5. P Chrome Python super init. Super shadows. Super. There we go. Definite super. Oh, dang it. And not self. So undo self and then put super there. Why are we not seeing any logs? Oh. Because this is not coming back. There we go. Now we should. No. Why the hell are we not log.debugging? Well, we can look through here. So what I think is it's a status code one. So I'm just checking here, see if we get a different status code. Three were given. Is valid. Oh, crap. Invalid string. This is going to wait until it's all done. I don't totally get what's going on here. I need to flush it. Let's see if there's any different status code. And let's check response length too. I don't see. What's this one? Oh, that's where we started. What's the 83 verse 62? So what I'm going to do is right click, send to compare. And the same with this, send to compare. And then I'm going to click words. Ooh, that's interesting. So this and this is different. Let's log. Oh gosh, dang it. And let's log the content length, right? Where's the... Yeah, let's log the content length to see... 2996. Something had... This one has a comment. This one doesn't. Does a lot of them have a comment? Proxy. This one does not have a comment. So let's pick another 8 one. That one does have a comment. That's definitely different. And it's subtle. So does that mean that this account exists? Length. That's a good question. Or does it mean kind of look through these a little bit. So doesn't, does, doesn't, does, doesn't. See, there's too many that have the comment, but why do some have it and some don't? Let's look at the instructions one more time. This lab is subtly vulnerable to username, has an account with a predictable username, enumerate a valid username, So I want to see something different than this. What I'm thinking is that both it missing and the comment present isn't our indicator. This was the get. I want this to be... Let's go through those one more time and look somewhere else. So I want this to be real large. I want to do raw. Just give me something different with one of these. So how am I going to figure that out? There's two parts that change, the analytics in this right now. Is there something that changes down here? And then how would I find that out? Because I don't want to go through all of these. All right, so I don't know what to do. It is really a boring video while I look through these. So let me pause it. I'm going to spend some time just going through every response, trying to see if there's anything different. Like maybe this div theme has, one of them has something here, and they're covering it up using the comments. It's kind of tricky. Let's look real quickly through div theme. So it's at the bottom of the screen here. Just clicking through all. My eyes are getting tired, so I gotta give it just a second. I don't know how many more we've got. I'm just paying attention right here as I click through, hoping that one of these shows something different there. Oh, and it looks like I'm at the top already. Did I do that right? Crap. Let me try it one more time. Right there. Oh. How? Yeah. Duh. Sorry. I don't know how. Okay. I'm just going to click up until there. I'm an idiot. All right. Well, I'm going to just pause the video so that you don't have to watch me go through this. I'll come back on when I have found something. Okay. Okay. I think I have it. Look. So I started going through here and looking for anything that may change, right? And I saw this. Noticed that it had, well, and so then I put that on in and made it case sensitive. When I ran that, this is the only one that is missing a period. That is very subtle. They got me there. Okay. So, sweet. We figured it out. We need to, so F. Let's close that. Let's go back here. And is valid. Oh, crap. We need, let's go to proxy. So we're going to test it. We're going to say if it has this. All right. So if invalid string in response text, return false, return true. And the invalid, so we don't need to subclass this at all, actually. We just need to tell it what the invalid string is. Invalid string comes from is valid, check username. So here I want to do invalid string. Actually, how do we want to do this? So I want to get this invalid string to a place that I can call it. So when I enumerate users, here's where I want invalid string to be input. Invalid string. And might as well type hint that since we're doing it in the other place. And then when I right here, invalid string. So this will pass it to check username, self post, res, and here I'm going to do, instead of hard coding it, I'm going to do boom, task, invalid string. Whoops. Task, invalid string. Okay. That will pass it through to check username. And, or no, pass it through to is valid, which is right there. So when I enumerate the users, I have to provide an invalid string. So here, which I'm going to, again, go back to this and not subclass it. Invalid usernames. Auth enumerate users. This is what I want. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Valid usernames. So right here, delete all of this. And then when I do enumerate users, I now need to provide it with the invalid string. And that's the second. No, the first. And the invalid string has a period. So this is invalid. Log.debug valid usernames. All right. Woo. Let's try that. Perfect. We get one user back. That's exactly what we wanted. And then we can open up. Oh, crap. Yeah, this one. I've got too many files. It's getting open right now, so it's getting confusing for me. We're going to do this. Yeah, all of this. So it's basically the same script that we had on the first challenge. It was just much harder to figure out what was different. All right, let's delete that, and let's solve this. Whew. Yeah. All right, well, I don't really have anything else to say about this one. But of course, if you have any questions, let me know. What? Why didn't it receive an unexpected status code of 200? Interesting. This is when we went to log in. Maybe we don't have this solved yet. Valid password. Let's look at... Oh, we need probably the same invalid... It's not the same for the password. Look, all of those... Oh, great. All right. So let's see. We need to pass in... Let's go to our... Sorry, let's go to our utils authentication. Check password. Here we need to do the same. Pass through the task invalid string. Task invalid string. Check password. Where's our check password? Or no, is valid. Here. And then in enumerate brute force password, we need to do the same thing with our dictionary. Username, password, and we need to pass in an invalid string. And we're going to put it up front again, invalid string, str, just like the other one. We'll add it right to the beginning, I guess. Invalid string, boom, invalid string, and then comma. This is getting big for this comprehension. I'm going to fix that. So for username for password in passwords, task equals, boom, there. Okay, and then I want above here, tasks equals a list. And then I can do tasks.append task. And now I can delete this one. Write it so it formats it for me. Okay, that looks much better. Now we have invalid string. So when we go to check password, we can use the task invalid string. Okay. Now we need to figure out what the invalid string is for the password. This was figuring out the user. This was trying to figure out the password. So let's go to intruder and positions. Let's clear, put agenda here and make this one add. Payloads, we will clear, load, passwords, open. And because we want to see them all, resource pool options, we can leave our, we don't have any. Okay, let's start this attack and see how this one is doing. I wonder if this is super subtle also. Well, it definitely is. Super subtle. Just kidding. So if we get to try to get in, we're not going to do for is valid on the password. No, this is def pass is password is valid, self resp invalid, just like this. If resp dot status code equals 302, return true. When we send post login, I want to make sure we do allow redirects. Allow redirects equals false. Just so it doesn't redirect. And then we're going to use, instead of brute force passwords, we want to do check password. And this one I want to use password is valid. Self dot password is valid. And I don't need this. I think that's right. Let's try it. Will this solve it? If we have everything right, it's just going to solve it. Let's see if we have everything right, I guess. So what I did was I made this function check password on its own. Password equals auth. Passwords. Oh. So must have brute force password. I don't want invalid string anymore. For password, no, I don't want that. I don't want that here. This called check password. Make sure, yep, I don't use it there. And okay. I don't like the changes. I feel like I'm missing the boat when it comes to formatting this more generally. Agenda, we got that right. I think we got the whole thing, and we're just going to solve it right here. Yeah, lab is solved. Sweet. So I made that much harder than it needed to be, although it was super subtle seeing the period or not. But whatever. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.